Hey guys, hello YouTube, how are you? It's good to see you. I'm going to go ahead and go live on Facebook too because we are going live in two places tonight. So let's get everything situated. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and now we have Facebook. Hello. It's so good to see you guys. Happy Friday night. Happy Friday Night Live. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. I am a practicing family physician. I'm also an on-air health expert. I do television segments. I'm also a video creator. I talk about COVID. I talk about health topics. You name it, I pretty much talk about it all. Dr. Navneet Khurana, hi from India. Hi back at you. I see you on YouTube. I would love to hear you're a physician clearly. I would love to hear what your specialty is and what your experience has been if you are so inclined. I know you didn't come on to talk about yourself, perhaps. You probably came on to listen, but given that you're a physician in India, I mean, that's what we are talking about is COVID in India, and who better to have information than those who are in India. I first want to say sending prayers, our thoughts and prayers, as old as it is getting to say that, right? In this world that we're living in, we are saying my thoughts and prayers are with you, them, etc. Whether it's because of police brutality, whether it's because of shootings and mass shootings and things like that, whether it's because of COVID, whether it's because of COVID in India. But it really is the case. Our thoughts and prayers are with our brothers and sisters in India who are literally under siege with this virus. This is what we are talking about today. Guys, I'm going to give it a couple minutes to let other people come on while we're just getting situated. And it's good to see all of you, by the way. Let's see here. Hold on. Why is Facebook acting kind of funny with me? Couple things. I don't know if you guys saw. I was hosting the show The Doctors this week. It was my first time hosting a primetime television show, I guess a daytime television show, I guess. It's not really prime time. So thank you to everybody who watched. I'm not able to post the video, but if you Google like Dr. Jen Caudle, The Doctors, you probably will find it. There are links on the Doctors TV website. So thank you guys to everybody who watched and supported me. I really appreciated it. It was a ton of fun. I absolutely loved it. So definitely hoping to do more of that type of stuff soon. So that was really pretty awesome. Also wanted to say I am back from visiting my parents. That's right. You guys know that last week I was visiting my parents in Tennessee. First time taking a plane, first time, all that good stuff. I have done videos on that, including one of the videos I posted today was on my experiences. So if you haven't taken a look at that, please do. It was great to be home and see my family. I haven't seen them in 16 months. So I hope that as you all are getting vaccinated, and I know so many of you are, I hope that you are getting to see your family and your friends and your loved ones and stuff. So that's great. Hold on, let me turn out one light because I just feel like it's a little bright. Is that better? Do I like that better? I might like that better. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, maybe, right? That's maybe better. It's just a little bright over here. Yeah, I think that's probably better. So, guys, let's talk about COVID in India. You have to have seen the reports on the news about what's happening on the ground. And I feel like in the last week, in particular, in the last few days, things have literally blown up, for lack of a better word. I mean, it's just devastating to see what is happening on the ground in India. Honestly, I just, my jaw drops, my heart sinks. It's enough to bring you to tears to literally see what is happening. And it's devastating. And we have to talk about this because what happens in other parts of the world affects us and vice versa. With COVID and with so many other things, by the way, we really are all in this together. And while we might be separated by continents and countries and oceans and all this stuff, we're really not that far apart, are we? We're not. We all are connected in some way. And remember that there is still travel happening at this point. There's a lot of things. We need to be very thoughtful, and we need to help our Indian brothers and sisters. So let's talk about that and literally what's going on. By the way, welcome everybody who's just joining. Dr. Jen, it's good to see you. By the way, thank you on Facebook for those of you who are sending stars. You are like the sweetest thing. Thank you so much for the stars. They go to help support the broadcast. Thank you on YouTube for those of you who send super chats and super stickers. Also, by the way, I got the COVID vaccine t-shirts. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in terms of efforts to help India. By the way, these shirts are available at drjencaudle.com/shop. I'll just let the cat out of the bag right now since I'm sort of plugging these. In addition to the percentage that I donate to the Red Cross, I am now and for the foreseeable future donating an additional portion of proceeds from the shirts to UNICEF to help the COVID in India situation. Okay, so please note that and know that your purchase goes to help a good cause. Also, you get to share your vaccine pride too. Also, make sure you join my group called I Got the COVID Vaccine. For those of you getting your vaccine, wanting to learn more, wanting to share your experience, we want to share your experiences with you. We want to cheer you on and say woohoo and high five. We want to do all of that with you. So make sure you join that group. That group is pinned in the comments on Facebook. It is also in the description of the video on YouTube, as well as the link for the for the shirts and stuff like that. Remember, donating in addition to the Red Cross, donating an extra portion for the foreseeable future to UNICEF to help with COVID in India. All right, so COVID in India. Okay, this is no joke. It's completely unimaginable what seems to be happening there, what we are seeing on the news, what we are seeing in television. You guys have probably seen this. What I see are people desperate for oxygen, literally like desperate for air, for getting oxygen to their family, their friends, their loved ones, for themselves, desperate for hospital beds, desperate for care, desperate for help. And the numbers are staggering for those who have COVID. It's even more staggering when we think back to, just some time ago where, the rates of COVID were so low and that people were out and about, at least the reports say, right? These are reports that I'm getting from, CNN and other news sources, right? I'm not in India, so I'm going just as you are by reports, but reports that just some time ago, people were out and about and doing their thing as though there was no pandemic. And now we have this. The New York Times reported, this was an article up to date. It was just posted. That says that about 3,000 people are dying each day. But as we know, and as has been written or talked about on the news, is that, those are the cases that we know about. Some of the health officials in India have said that that may be closer to figures we might see from people who are actually counted, who have died in the hospitals, et cetera. But there are many people that are not making it to hospitals. And so this number, many estimate to be a lot higher. Also, New York Times reports that 400,000 cases of COVID were diagnosed yesterday alone. Guys, that is astronomical. That is just, it's terrifying. And the likelihood of having COVID is astronomically high because it's so rampant at this time. I think it's bad enough when people are sick, right? Because we've I don't want to say we've been through that, we meaning in the States or wherever you might be living. I don't want to say we've been through that. It's over, because I'll be honest with you, as a physician, one thing that I'm suspicious of COVID. I'm a little like, I am, because what have we seen in this country? And I'm not at all predicting that we're going to have more waves and that things are going to get worse. I mean, look, right now in the States, the numbers are getting a little bit better. And there are many experts and scientists predicting that we are kind of on the downslope. But I'll be honest with you, we've had a few ups and downs in the past year. We know that things can be down and then they can go up. And that apparently is what probably just happened in India. So I've got my eye on COVID, and I think that we all should. I think we should all be vigilant. But this is the thing. It's tough when people are sick, right? It's tougher when people are sick and dying. It's unbelievably unbearable when people are sick and dying and can't get care, can't get to hospitals, can't get beds at hospitals, can't be treated in hospitals. It is unthinkable that people don't have oxygen, literally can't get air. And the pictures that we're seeing and the video footage that we're seeing overseas is it's just heartbreaking. People waiting in lines for oxygen for hours and hours and hours to bring to loved ones, et cetera. I've read also with the New York Times that aid has started to come over to India. I know America, the United States, is helping out as we should. We must, in my opinion. There is no other option. We have to help, right? But and hopefully other countries are as well. I certainly don't have all the details about that. I'm not a reporter, but I'm just going by what I've heard and what you've likely heard too. We need to help as much as we can. A couple of things, though, is that you guys might have heard that the U.S. now is restricting travel from India starting on Tuesday, and that applies to actually, let me say, put it this way: it's not for U.S. citizens, parents of citizens, et cetera. There's a few other categories that does not apply to, but the U.S. is starting to restrict travel. So we're starting to see changes sort of happening on the ground in the United States. What I do want to say and what I want to remind us of is I think it behooves us to not think of ourselves wherever you are in the world. Whether you're in the Caribbean, I have a lot of followers in the Caribbean, or in Africa, or in the States, in England, even in Australia. It's very important to me that we don't think about COVID uprises and COVID sort of catastrophes in one part of the world as just being, oh, that's them, or that's happening there. Because the truth of the matter is what happens to others in our global society affects us in some way, shape, or form. And we know that we're not done with COVID. We hope that we are. We hope that we really are, at least in the States, coming down. And we hope it stays that way. But the truth is, we've been through many situations where it's done this and it's done this, right? And aside from that, it's just important that we all take care of each other. When one group of people needs help, the rest of us who can help need to help. That's just the right thing to do. So it's important for us all, as we look at reports and we look at what's happening in the news, to not think, well, that's over there. That doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. It affects all of us. It affects people we know and the people they know, people we love and the people they love. It's not that far away. So a couple things, the other thing too is the variants, right? So there's been talk about like the double variant concept, and I'm not going to talk a lot about that actually, but the New York Times did write that I guess Fauci and some other health officials, I don't know if CDC or Walensky or whom exactly, and maybe I shouldn't quote Fauci, but I know that the New York Times quoted some experts as saying that there's little known about how the vaccine will respond to the variant seen in India. So there's perhaps some things that we have yet to learn about how effective our vaccine will be against it. I just don't know that there's any conclusions that we can draw or make at this point. I certainly don't have answers for you or answers for me at this point either. What I will say, however, is that this is the time that we need to get into action, right? We need to help one another. We need to help our brothers and sisters in different parts of the world and in different countries. And right now, the hotspot and the people who need us most are people in India. There's a few ways that you can help. Okay. And I think that that's what this is all about. We look at the news and you feel so helpless, and it's like we can say thoughts and prayers, but I don't know if you're tired of saying that. I am. And I don't mean tired of it like I don't mean it, just tired of it is sometimes you wish you could actually do more. And look, there's some things that we just can't do, but there are some things that we can. So the first thing, as I mentioned at the beginning of this, I'm going to give you a couple of resources, ways that you can help. Okay. First thing I mentioned was, that a portion of the proceeds from every T-shirt sold goes to benefit the Red Cross, and that's just standard. A percentage of every single T-shirt, every item I sell on my website, drjencaudle.com/shop. It's in the link is in the description of the YouTube video and pinned to the comments. A portion of the proceeds always goes to the Red Cross, but I'm also now, as of Monday, this past Monday, I've already started donating. I'm also now donating an additional portion of the proceeds to UNICEF, who has a specific fund to help the COVID situation in India. And I'll be doing that for the foreseeable future, for as long as it seems like we need to do that. So just know that if you purchase a shirt or any of the merchandise on my website, not only are you celebrating your COVID vaccine, which is very, very important, but you are donating to a good cause, two good causes. Red Cross and UNICEF. So speaking of other places that you can donate and where you can give, right? You can give to UNICEF yourself. Okay, you don't have to buy a T-shirt to do that. Just go to UNICEF. It's great. They have they have a number of initiatives. You can choose which initiatives you want to give to, which can be very helpful. UNICEF, UNICEF. You can also give to an organization called PATH, PATH. This is a nonprofit that is doing work to help those in need in India. These sources are from the New York Times, and then, of course, other places. UNICEF, obviously, I knew about, but these three that I'm mentioning, PATH, was recommended by the New York Times. Also, an organization called the International Medical Corps. International Medical Corps, Corps, like CORPS is how you spell Corps. So that's another group that was recommended by the New York Times to give to, and then an organization called Care India. There are other organizations. In fact, this article that I Googled, a New York Times, to find places to give and donate to, there were other organizations as well. So, just think about what you can do to help. And if you can do something, try to do something. It's no different than if we were giving, remember the hurricanes here that we were having in, was that in the summertime, late summertime, right? Go to the Red Cross, whatever. I just believe in giving whatever you can. That might be $5. But you know what? That $5 really, really helps. So this is what we need to do, is to help. Now, the other thing I would argue that we can do, and what we need to do, is to roll up our sleeves, our own sleeves. I'm going to roll up both of them, doggone it. We're going to roll up both sleeves. What we need to do, well, of course, you're only going to get a vaccine in one, but you pick the arm. The other thing that we need to do is to get the vaccine. If the situation in India is not enough to scare you and say, gosh, if I have access to protection, why wouldn't I take it? I don't really know what will scare you. And it's not even a matter of, some people say, well, I don't want people telling me what to do. Fine. Ain't nobody trying to tell you what to do, but don't you want to live? I mean, it really just comes down to, don't you want to live? We see other parts of the world, and even in our own country. Remember New York, just a year ago? California, Texas, the different states, the hot spots, the number of people that have died. I mentioned to you guys, I've lost 4 family members now. I mentioned this, I think, on my live on Monday, that my mother has lost another cousin, distant cousin. So I think it's 4 people, but we might have lost more. There's no family that's not been touched by this, guys. So, for those of you that are either on the fence or you just don't like the idea of whatever it is about the vaccine, I need you to get beyond that. And I'm not trying to sound harsh or mean, but I do need you to get over it, because really what the issue here is, do you want to increase your odds of living through this virus should you get it or not? Who wouldn't want to do that? Do you want to increase your odds of surviving this virus if you were to get it or not? You do want that. You do. Get the vaccine. There are people in India, and, actually, I didn't know this, but a number of the vaccines are actually made in India. I didn't even know that a number of these COVID vaccines actually have been made in India, but less than 2% of the population has been vaccinated in India. Here in the United States, we have, at this point, 100 million people are vaccinated, which is a blessing. We still have a ways to go, but that's 100 million more than we had, a while ago. But guys, it's a blessing. It's a luxury. It's a gift that we have access to this vaccine. If you're not in a situation like our brothers and sisters in India are right now, you should recognize it's a blessing. We're blessed that this is not us. Since it's not us right now, we need to do everything we can to help others. And that means give how you can, small ways, large ways, do something else. Doesn't have to be giving money. Find some other way to give. There's probably many creative ways to give, right? But also get your vaccine. Because you know what? I bet there's a lot of other people that would like that vaccine that can't get it right now. And here we have people that can get the vaccine that are simply saying, no, I don't want it just because. Please get the vaccine. I don't want to lecture. I didn't really mean to get all this serious on you. I didn't mean to get all serious. But, it's a luxury. there's so many countries, so many poorer countries, right? There's many countries that don't have vaccine rates that we do. We have the opportunity to get the vaccine, so go and get it. If you have questions about the vaccine, that's why you haven't gotten it, that's okay. But get your questions answered, and then please go get it. You know, we're having situations where there are excess vaccines available and not people to get them. Please don't let other people bully you into not getting it. Please don't let other people talk you out of it. Make up your own mind. Make up your mind for you and for your family. And just remember, if someone said, if you did this one thing that has been proven to be safe and effective, it would dramatically decrease your chance of dying or being hospitalized from XYZ virus. By the way, that's ravaging the whole world right now. If you were to get said virus, would you take it? Yeah, you probably would. So, guys, let's just do our part, okay? I'm going to take a little break here and just see who's here. Thank you guys for letting me just sort of kind of go off on that just a little bit. I really appreciate you guys. Oh, by the way, too, you know, I love hearing your experiences. I see some of you guys are actually writing some of your experiences. I'm going to try to check out some of the comments. My group, it's called I Got the COVID Vaccine, is my group on Facebook. I would love for you guys to join if you haven't. We have about 6,000 members or so right now, which is pretty awesome. Everybody's posting vaccine selfies, like I got my vaccine, I got my shot. They're posting their stickers or what have you. It's just really, it's a supportive environment. All good vibes. You know, if you would like to join the group, you can also hear other people's vaccine stories, what it was like, you know, any concerns they had. You can ask questions. That link is in the comments of sorry, I'm getting confused. Like, so it's in the pinned comments in YouTube. It is in the description. So pinned comments on Facebook, the description on YouTube. So make sure you join that group. It's free, obviously. And you know, make sure you put your email address in when you sign up so I can make sure you get my free health newsletter. For those of you who didn't know, I do have a free health newsletter that comes out about once a week, sometimes twice weekly if there's some big news to share. Just make sure you go to my website to sign up. That's drjencaudle.com. That's drjencaudle.com. And of course, guys, I'm on the gram, Instagram, and all those other places. So let's take a look and see what you guys are saying. Oh, Sonia, you got 3 shirts. You will do your part. God bless you. Thank you so much for supporting. It means so much to me and literally to the world. I'm telling you guys, and like I said, you can give however, whatever, and however way you want. But just please, we need to think outside of ourselves and reach across. I guess when people say reach across the aisle, we're usually talking about political sense, but maybe I should say reach across the ocean and do what we can to help other people. This is so very important. So let's see what kind of other what other comments we got. Let's see here. Where's the comments? Let me hold on. Just need to go back. But yeah, I see you guys there. Diamond, you said that's the best group ever. Thank you for creating the group, Dr. Jen. I'm so glad you're a part of my group. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you guys are there. That is pretty freaking amazing. Let's see. What other comments do you guys have for me? Hey, Lonnie. Lonnie's a member of my Dr. Jen Superstars group. I actually see a lot of my superstars. I don't know if you guys knew it, but I have a subscription group on Facebook. It's a membership group, also on YouTube as well. But on Facebook, you get private lives, and it's a really tight knit group, and I love it. It's called Dr. Jen Superstar. So if you want to be like an Uber fan, you can join. We'd love to have you. Rocky on YouTube, you're asking if I can start doing my lives back on Instagram again as well. You know, I probably should go back to doing Instagram for a while. I was live streaming on all the platforms, and then I was like a little bit overwhelmed. Let's see here. One of you just asked, how can you get shirts? Remember, it's drjencaudle.com/shop. Just go to my website and click the link for shop, drjencaudle.com. There's also the link in the description. Let's see here. Kaylin, you got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine today. Whoop, whoop. I love it. I love it. Let's see here. Let's check out on the YouTube people. Let's see here. Let's see. Lots of hearts. I love that. God's grace upon you, says Donald. Well, God's grace upon you as well. Right back at you, as they say. And let's see here. Garnett, you're from Toronto, Canada. I love that. So we have some Canadians. Venetia, you're a therapist and Indian. You talk to family in India. It's heartbreaking. I'm so sorry to hear. God bless you. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. Diamond, you got your shirt. You're going to purchase your 24-year-old son's shirt. He took his second Pfizer vaccine on Tuesday. Oh, don't tell him. I wasn't supposed to tell. Oh, shoot. Oops. I'm like, wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. So Diamond Sun, I hope you're not listening. If you are, yay. Latin T, you are from the Bronx. What up? Janet, praying for India. Yes, we are praying for India. Also, I want to know too, look, I don't profess to be the expert on a lot of things. I do want to hear from you, though. If you have suggestions on how we can help India, write some suggestions in the comments for the rest of us, okay? Write some thoughts. If you have gotten the COVID vaccine, but you were reluctant, write what helped you get over your reluctance to get the COVID vaccine. Because remember, what's going to help us is not just, love and prayers, which we are going to give to India and other parts of the world, but donating is going to help. The United States donating oxygen and kind of, getting boots on the ground to help, but also us globally getting the vaccine is going to help other people. So let us know. Janice, you and your husband are getting your second dose of Pfizer on Thursday. I love it. Once again, join my group. I got the COVID vaccine. You guys are really doing an amazing job. I have to say. I have to say that I'm really excited with how many people are getting the vaccine. There was a period of time in the beginning where I was really, really worried, actually. When I first started doing segments about the COVID vaccine was probably about a year ago, actually less than a year ago, because we started talking about vaccines early, right? And at that time, I think most people I brought the topic up to, or when I did videos, most people said they wouldn't take it. So I actually am really proud of all of us for, basically raising up our sleeve to get this vaccine. So to end on a positive note, remember, there's a lot of good that we are doing. Keep up the good work. Keep encouraging those people around you to not only give back, but to get the vaccine, right? To do what we can. Make sure you join my group. I got the COVID vaccine. Put a thumbs up in the comments if you got your COVID vaccine. I always love doing that because I love seeing all the boop, 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 boop. I know it's so corny, but I do love seeing it. But it's great to be with you guys tonight. I know the draft is on tonight. There's other stuff, so I know there's not. You may have other plans to do, so we'll make this short. We'll kind of wrap up. But yeah, you guys are amazing. Sending prayers to India. Yes, we are, and we're also going to donate and give to India as well. Saying lots of prayers, okay? And for any of you who have lost anyone that you know and love to COVID, whether you are here in the States, in India, or any other part of the world, God bless you and keep you, okay? All right, loves, I will see you back live on Monday. I do daily videos, so make sure you click the hit notifications, not hit notifications, make sure you hit the get notifications button to make sure you don't miss any videos. Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. I'll see you soon. Love y'all. Bye, YouTube.